Everything seems to be working just fine. Let me just make sure everything here. Okay, everything seems to be working just right. So, before even anyone comes into the live stream, for anyone who might be joining who's new or watching the replay, these are my final 7 videos just to end off season 21, I believe it was. Um, yeah, so I thought today we could do a live stream just to kind of have a chat and just enjoy the time together. Let me back up the tripod a bit just so it's not too close. There it is. And let me just adjust right here. Like usual, I'm not completely ready, but that's what's good about this. You get to see the raw, uncut version. Okay, I'm gonna start by putting some liquid white on top of the canvas because for these they're gonna be the Bob Ross style, and then after that we could get started. Welcome for the people who are joining. So a little bit of liquid white on top, and yeah, we'll see how this painting goes. Hopefully it goes good. I haven't been painting or in the studio since last year. Like I have not come in. Ooh, I forgot to turn off my speaker. Hopefully that doesn't mess up the audio. If someone could clear up just to make sure my audio still sounds good. Um, I haven't been in here for a good minute, so let's see if I still got it. A little bit of liquid white. Well, technically it's not liquid white because I make it just a mixture of oil and oh, this canvas is very loose. I gotta stretch it. It's just a mixture of oil and titanium white oil paint. There we are. Just add a little bit in here. During the live stream, every so often, maybe every 5 to 10 minutes, I'll check up on the comments just to make sure I don't miss any. So today I had an image. I drew out an image. I forgot to print it out to show you guys, but it's like a how can I say, like a canyon out there, and just a lot of distance. Hopefully, we can make some layers out of it. We'll see what comes about. If only I would have printed it. I had it already, and I got caught up playing with my niece, and it's always fun to play with my niece and all that. But God, I got carried away, and when I checked the time, oh, it's late. And I was making brush handles. These brushes snapped on me, so I had to, from scratch, really make those brush handles and add them into the brush. So it's been a little hectic, but we're here, and that's the most important part. We're here. There we are. Let me just bada bing, bada boom. You want to get a nice even coating. Not too much, not too little. There. And tomorrow I have work to do. So kind of a hectic week, but shoot, it's better to be all occupied than doing nothing. Okay, we have our liquid white on. Let me make sure This is fully stretched. That way it doesn't fall off mid live stream. Okay. Oh, nope. And I need to move that here. Sometimes this easel gives me a bit of problems. I designed it. I need to see where I can fix it. Okay, that's good enough. Let me check the comments just to make sure before going. Okay, we're good. That was a little workout, putting on the liquid white and all that, but we're in business. Okay, so the colors I'm using, I have titanium white, phthalo blue, alizarin crimson, a brown. It's Van Dyke brown. It's kind of like Van Dyke brown, but I mixed it up. It's part alizarin crimson, part sap green, and part ivory black. Then we have a bit of ivory black and cadmium yellow. Now, as you may see, some are missing a bit. So during the live stream, you might see me go to the side and grab a tube of paint and just add some paint. Hopefully I have them here with me. I think I do. So if anything, you'll see me go off to the side and just grab something. So I'm gonna grab a 2-inch brush. Break the bristles. Haven't done that in a while. Let's go into a little bit of phthalo blue. Nice, good old phthalo blue. Very little paint. And maybe a touch of crimson. Just the slightest touch. Let's come up here and just crisscross in a little sky. Just bring it in. There. There we are. Little crisscross patterns, figure of 8. Load up some paint. There. There might, down the line, I don't know. Let's just add in a little bit of blue down here. We could always cover it up, but just a little bit in case we want some water. One of my brushes fell. Hopefully they balance. I have a lot of brushes to work with today. Finally, I cleaned them and I fixed them up. So now I have them available to me. A little bit of phthalo blue, ivory black. I want to darken up some corners. Let's come up here. There. And we can tap on a few what can be some clouds. And just blend it off. There we are. Just to show you, I even have my blender brush to work with. I haven't used this brush in a good while, since like season 2, maybe season 1. Can't recall exactly, but I haven't used that brush in a good while. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's figure out where I want this painting to go. How I said, for those who might not have heard, I do have the image like in my mind. I've seen it and all that, but I forgot to print it out. So I don't have the actual image with me. I usually have an image where I'm looking at, but I forgot to print it, so I can't look at it, which is a bummer because also you guys would have seen what I'm trying to get done today. So a little bit of blue, it's all right. A little bit of blue, a little bit of black. Just mix up the two of them. Just using a flat brush. I don't know exactly what size this brush is. I just got it for a discount. Wanted to try it out. It's not the best brush, but it does its job. A little bit of brown. I put my design on it, the little black and white with my name on there. A bit of white. Little red to it. Just trying to figure out a tone where it would be best for like a distant hill without it being too strong. Let's try this color out. A little more white. Let's come up here. That's too light. We gotta darken it up a bit. So just using that same color, red and crimson, maybe a touch of brown. Just the brown kind of gives it, for some reason, the brown I mix up and all that. When I mix it with these, it gives me like a little greenish tone. There. Uh, we'll make this cliff a little different. There, right around there. And if you guys have any suggestions throughout this live stream, feel free to leave them in the comments or in the chat, how they say it, I think. And I'll try to get to it and we can try to add it on to the painting. So I'm just blocking in basic color. Yesterday I was fixing this brush because the glue came undone from the ferrule, and how you call it? So I was gluing it with a bit of crazy glue back on the ferrule so I could still use the brush. And a little bit of crazy glue got on the brush itself, so it's a little harsh. Here, just pull it. Pull it. There we are. There. There it is. And make sure there's no comments. Okay, we're good. Does the lighting look good? Yeah, everything looks fine. Okay. Let me grab the filbert. We'll go into a little bit of brown. We'll pick up some white with that. Where's our light source coming from? I haven't decided that. I don't know if I want it. Yeah, we'll do it from here. That way, when we highlight, it's easier rather than in the center. A little bit of brown, white, and a touch of blue. Touch of blue and touch of crimson. There we are. A little more white. It's okay to have your palette a bit messy at times. No worries. I have it messy all the time. I'm always restoring it because I left the paint to dry or something. There's always a story with me. Okay. Just blocking in like the basic highlight color. God, how nice would it be to be listening to some music right now? But due to the algorithm and how copyright me and not let me upload it, I can't do it. I remember one time when I was in high school, when I was in high school, one of my friends, when I used to do the trailers, one of my friends would tell me, they wanted to see the trailer, but with the Jurassic Park audio, because to them, when they watched the trailers, it was almost like Jurassic Park. And so one day I was like, you know what? Screw it, I'll do it. And I was looking all over the internet, you know, Jurassic Park music, not copyright, in order to use it. I put it on, and first thing I get copyright strike, and it picked up that it was Jurassic Park, and it wasn't good. I'm adding a little more white and a little yellow just to give it like a glow color. I have Indian yellow here, but is it Indian? Either Indian yellow or yellow ochre. I forgot which one exactly, but it's dried up, as you can tell. Um, I'm not gonna be using it, but you guys can have it out if you want to. But anyways, I got copyright strike, and ever since there, I was like, nope, I'm not gonna do that again. It was fun though, a one-off. There, you could even make this scene into like a Hawaiian scene. Just add some palm trees and all that in front. Little by little, you can work it. You can always work things into your favor. You can make this an LA scene. I don't know about New York, but a lot of places. There, just very gentle. Trying to be um, very precise with where I want my stuff to go. Right here. Feel free for anyone to leave a comment suggesting what you want to see on the painting, or if you want to just have a chat, or maybe you just want to hang out. However you want. I love live streams just for the reason that a lot of people chat. There's some where they'll start to chat a lot, and those are fun. Just gonna miss it. And you know what? I'll grab my blender brush. I fixed it for a reason, so very gentle. Very, very gentle. Here we are. I'm gonna grab some more white, a touch of yellow. I want like an extra highlight. One hair is loose. I have to take that out. There we go. That was affecting my painting. There. There we are. Very simple. Simple and subtle. And hopefully based off the colors, it'll push it back and make it look like it's way off in the distance. Right now I'm about to add some shadows to it, just to um, just so it has something to contrast up against. So I'm gonna grab a little bit of crimson, a little bit of blue, crimson and blue, maybe a touch of brown, just to get that color going. Need more blue. Just mixing up on the color, really. Just trying to see what can work. The color doesn't have to be very dark because it's off in the distance. You're not gonna see much. So I'm gonna pull this down. It's crazy. After these final 7 videos, no more Bob Ross. Now it's not. This is not. How you call it? This is not like I'm quitting YouTube, but we're not gonna see this style or the 30-minute video. Ooh, that's too dark. A little more white. And this is what started everything. To think that, shoo. But we have to do some sacrifices in order for to benefit from everything. Okay? And we'll just wisp it. Whew. Very gentle. Right here, we could put an extra little highlight. I think a mosquito bit me. Damn it. I hate mosquito bites. Right here. Just very, very gentle and very, just create that line. And we can just knock it into place. There. Every time I'm doing something delicate, I feel like my voice always gets more quieter. It feels like, oops, I don't know what that was. It always feels like when I'm doing something delicate, I have to be more quiet. Let me check the chat. Okay, I'm gonna take a sip of water. I got thirsty. We can add some clouds to it. Now that I'm looking at it, well, the dark blue you could see it from two ways. The dark blue can act like some clouds, or you can add clouds on top of that and like little stuff right there just to make it more intriguing. If anything, I might come back to that. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure where I want to go with that. Let's work on the other cliff. I want to add another cliff in that. We'll go into a little more blue, a little bit of red. There we are. Some black, because since it's closer, we can add more darker values in. It'll be just fine. I ran out of crimson. I gotta add some more to my palette. I'll do that in a sec. I have the paint right off to the side. Let's see. Maybe this one. I want it more sharper and with more detail. Since it's closer up, I want more detail on it. Right here. You can make these crazy, crazy shapes. We'll see if that can work out. There we are. Before I move on, let me bring a little bit of that blue sky color down. That way it doesn't look like it's pure white. There it is. Okay. We'll go ahead. We gotta add some of that color. There we are. Just scribble something on there. Okay. We'll grab the 2-inch brush. There, let me extend that out a bit. And we'll have to blend that out real quick. There. Does that shape really work? I'm like back and forth because it looks a little too sharp. But I think I can make it work. I don't know. We're gonna have to see what happens. I might have created a mess, or I might have made it work. I don't know. Let's go ahead. Sometimes I give myself extra work. We'll go ahead and we'll go into some Van Dyke brown, a little of the cadmium yellow, just to kind of give it that golden, like sunlight feel. When I think about it, I think like this comes straight down. This one kind of like little on the top, little at the bottom. This one right here, the angle, and then drops. But because of this, you only see like up to right here. And then you might see a bit on these edges. But rather than that, I think that's where it's at. So we could create little ridges. There. I have to blend this one out. We wouldn't see it because of the distant mountain. You get what I'm saying? Uh let's it looks like a mess. I want to quit. We'll end season 21 short. Imagine. We no quitters. We are no quitters. Let's add a little more brown to the color. That's not working. Okay, we have to go lighter. We'll just go light. What would this? Maybe like somewhere right here. It would probably end right around there. Okay. Let's add in some shadows just to kind of see if I can work something out. Because right there, let me see if I can zoom in. I don't want to open that. I want to zoom in. Look, you could see how it's just you could see how it's just a bunch of paint like blobbed on there, not much to work with. So you have to work something out. Can I zoom out a bit more? I guess not. It's all right. So let me add some shadows. I'm gonna go into crimson, a little bit of blue, a bit of black. Blue, crimson, black. Maybe this one comes down with this one. Um, right here, maybe a few shadows would leak through. I need more shadows to work with. I think more shadows would help me out, at least me. So let me just kind of blop in a few little craters. Let's see, what can I work with? Imagine having to restart this late in the painting. You're not really in it, but you're already committed at this point. Let's kind of staple it with the 1 inch. There. Should have left it at 1. I think 1 would have been good, but I kept wanting to push for 2. Okay. Um, I think I got it. We'll go with our shadow brush. A lot of brown, a bit of black. And we'll just block in a good amount of brown. There we are. Good amount. It's brown and black. Just trying to block in something. And then I'm gonna grab my script liner, a little bit of liquid white. Oops, this brush fell apart. At least the tape. Let me fix that up. Okay, a little bit of liquid white on that script liner brush, and we're gonna go into our brown mixture we have over here, and maybe a little red touch. Maybe with the script liner, like just seeing those little marks, but even then, that's gonna take forever. But I just want to add a few to see if that could kind of save this. If that could save it, shoot, I'm all in it. Just sprinkle on a few. There. Okay. Sorry if I get too silent. I just, when I'm focusing, I tend to quiet out. Just, I don't say a single thing until I'm done, but I gotta work on that. But there. you could kind of see it taking shape with the script liner from up close and like my distance in person.